Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the Harry Doyle studio, deep in the bowels of the Winners and Whiners Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep 3. As always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, or as we call it around here, the thummy thing and the rectangle thing. Smash the hell out of those buttons. You know we do it for you. And of course, speaking of doing it for you, we want you to do it for each other. Let us know what you're playing in the comment section. Tail in the Deep 3, fading the Deep 3. You got something cooked up on your own? Got some of those tennis plays? Tennis has been running pretty good around these parts. We might have us a tennis capper or two around here. And you know what we say? If you can bet on it and there's an advantage, pound the shit out of it, kids. That's what we say around here indeed. Tennis, team handball, badminton, cricket, we don't care. Can you bet it? Can you win it? Sign me up. So let us know what you're playing in the comment section. When you get your picks right, as you inevitably will, because why? This is some of the best cappers anywhere on the YouTubes. I say it, I mean it. But when you hit those, we will give you the shout out. We will give you the accolades and the recognition that you so richly deserve. So make sure you do that. And speaking of doing stuff that I'm asking you to, make sure you check out our websites, won't you? winnersandwhiners.com, statsalt.com for deep dives into not just these games, but every game going on in America as far as if you can bet on it. No, we're not capping your kids' 6 and under basketball game, but we are taking a look in the NBA playoffs, the MLB, the NHL, all those other good stuff. So make sure you check those sites out as well. All right, kids, brief recap of yesterday. All my troubles. Okay, so I went 1-2 on the Deep 3. As the Milwaukee-Boston over, the little engine that couldn't quite get there. And we also had Golden State plus 1.5 that actually went down to 1. The Golden State got pretty much pounded all day by the Sharps and the Squares. We were on the right side of the money, but the wrong side of the score. Although Kevin Durant did have a shot to get it to 1. He had a couple shots there inside the last few seconds and couldn't quite get it done. Yeah. Curry had another shitty shooting night. Shot 4 for 14. Durant was from 3-point land. Durant was 2 for 6. Both of them had 30 plus, but Curry, especially if there is such a thing, I think he had a quiet 30. So we also redeemed ourselves a little bit. We had the New York Mets, San Diego Padres under, and that one cashed easily as the Pods shut out the hapless, all of a sudden hapless offensive Mets. San Diego shut them out 4-0. Don't look now, guys. Pods might actually be a real team. Just saying. Don't want to jinx them. And then on the premium side, we went 2-1. We had the Golden State Warriors in the first quarter as a pick'em. We hit that one. We had the Minnesota Twins catching a little positive value at plus 103. And we had the Arizona Diamondbacks team total over 2.5 down there against the old Blake Snell. And Snell actually looked like Blake Snell. Of days of yore, as he did not look like the Blake Snell that had gotten hammered twice by the Royals. I had a hunch he might have a good performance, but I thought we'd still be able to eke out a couple of runs against him in 6+ innings. Maybe nick the bullpen for one late. That was not the case. He gave up 1 hit, no runs in 7. Believe it or not, they actually had a shot to get us there in the end. They had 2 runners on. They had runners on second and third with 1 out in the top of the 9th with 1 run in, but Arizona could not deliver that crucial base hit to get us over the 2.5. So 2-1 we go. On the premium side, we laid a little extra wood on that Arizona game, so it's not as profitable as it normally would be with a record of 2-1. But it's profit. We take it, and we go on to today. So let's start in the American League Central as the Chicago White Sox take on the Cleveland Indians. Cleveland is minus 152 there at home. Lucas Giolito goes for Chicago against Jeffrey. Don't call me Jeffrey Rodriguez for the Tribe. You know what? This is more wood than I usually like to lay. That's what she said. No, actually, it doesn't work that way, does it? But 6 of the Indians' victories have been by 1 run, including 3 of their last 5. So I'm avoiding the run line. I don't know that they can cover. I was going to say cover a big number, like 1.5. What I'm not avoiding is fading Lucas Giolito, a pitcher who is the literal opposite of Blake Snell, and in that he can only beat the Royals. You think I'm kidding? Two starts this season against Kansas City. He's gone 9 and third innings. He's given up just 2 earned runs for an ERA of 1.92. In his other 3 starts against non-Royal teams, he's given up 12 earned in 14 and a third for an ERA of 7.54. You got to pull out your Lucas Giolito flow chart. Is Lucas Giolito facing the Royals? If no, go here. If yes, bet immediately. And then you go to no, and like, is he facing another terrible pitcher? And you go no. Well, then you should probably bet on the other guy. That's I could show it to you, but so Rodriguez has been he's kind of a journeyman, but he's made 2 outstanding starts so far for the Tribe, and they've both been very good. Every year Cleveland does is people panic. They'll get behind some team that starts off well. One year it'll be Chicago. Next year it'll be Minnesota. Probably the next year it'll be Minnesota. Next century or so it might be the next decade or so it might be the Royals. But every year you're like, wow, is this the year that Cleveland is finally they're not going to win? Even they have all this talent, they're not going to win. And the answer is no. This is not the year. Cleveland's doing their thing. They got Jason Kipnis back. They're starting to get healthy. They've gone 6-4 in their last 10. So this is just what they do every year, and I think the winning ways continue here tonight against a pretty bad White Sox team and an extremely bad pitcher in Lucas Giolito. All right, taking a look in the NBA as the Sixers take on Toronto. They're north of the border. Sixers are catching half a dozen in this one, guys. The last game for me came down to one stat. No, it wasn't Kawhi Leonard's 39 points. The stat that I saw was the fact that Embiid was outscored by both Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka. But here's the deal. Once again, Embiid was extremely sick, where he had the stomach flu before. He had some kind of unnamed virus thing that was keeping him up. He had to take IVs again for the second time in this series just to be able to suit up. He didn't think he was going to be able to go. The only 2 wins for Toronto have come when Embiid was sick. The Sixers have already shown that they can overcome and win even if Leonard gets to eat a little bit. But this series is about one guy. Make no mistake. It's about the health of Joel Embiid. His knee is, it's probably not going to get a lot better, but it is good enough right now. They're limited to somewhere around 30 minutes a game tops. And assuming he's healthy, I'm going to take Philly, and I'm going to grab the points to do their thing right there. That's a ton of points, and I think Philadelphia's got the best player in the series. Give me Philly and Joel Embiid. Hopefully, he won't be having to take IVs plus the 6. And take a look at the other game in the NBA in the West. Portland catching 4.5 at Denver. Hey, somebody that told you that they know absolutely who's going to win this game? Some handicapper that says they have a sure thing. Spoiler alert, they're lying, okay? Guys, this has been a complete Jekyll and Hyde series, and I challenge the person that's been able to absolutely call what was going to happen each game here. Maybe he's out there, but you know what? He ain't me. You want to cap this one? Okay, sure. Last time they were in Denver, the Nuggets shoot 34% one night, and the next night they shoot 51%. How about this one? In the last game, the Nuggets shot better from 3 than they did from 2. Have fun. You know what I'm going to bet on? I've got one thing that I will bet on, however. A close game. All right. As the series goes on, these teams get more and more familiar with each other, and the odds of a blowout decrease. All right. Having said that, probably somebody's going to win by 30. But I like the way this is headed. I like the way these guys have been banging each other. Last 2 have been close. I like Portland catching the 4 in the hook right here against Denver. And I like 76ers. It's underdog city, man. Give me the Sixers plus the 6 at Toronto. And we're changing it up, taking a 3-2 favorite. Give me the Cleveland Indians minus 152 up there in the city by the lake. And at the end of this contest, you guys can join me as we pick up our 3 winning tickets and we head back to the window. All right, let's take a look. Shameless plug time here as we shamelessly plug our premium picks. Put up our premium record there for April. And not too shabby. We're capping along at about 7% ROI. I'm a little better than that for baseball. I'm up in the 10% range for Major League Baseball, and I just expect that to get better. So, if you want the 3 absolute best, stone cold best plays every day, check out the premium selections. There's the information right there. Get yourself over. We're running a couple cool specials. So get over and get yourself signed up, won't you? All right. So, quickly, I'm in the process of finishing up the rules for the big contest. Spoiler alert, we're probably going to give away premium selection. We're probably going to give a month away premium service for first place. We'll do the shirt thing and some swag and that stuff for the next couple of places. So a couple days. If I don't announce it tomorrow, I'll almost certainly announce it the day after tomorrow. So hang tight. Appreciate your patience as we're about to find out who the best capper on the YouTubes is. All right, intrigued? I thought so. But now let's get to our shout-outs, if we will. All right. Oh, and you know what? I didn't check the. I'll do that right now because I didn't check the Braves game here as I was coming on the air. I know that was the last one we were waiting on. So excuse me being extremely unprofessional here. All right, the Dodgers did outlast them there 5-3, and here we go. I put up on one of the videos that should have been the St. Louis and the Phillies. I put up the 76ers versus the Cards, and a couple of you Weisenheimers noticed it and said that they would absolutely watch it. So shout out to Ninja and Randy C., who said that they would totally watch that game, and that's the same thing my wife said. She goes, I don't know what sport they're playing, but I would definitely bet on it. So God bless her. Once again, reason number 487 that we are destined to be together. So Kent missed on the Braves. He did hit the Padres. Nice job there, Kent, as they shut him out. Hammer and Hank had the Bo Sox under 9.5. Had the Rays game over 7.5. Brian G., he had Houston. He said Houston comes back and wins this series. And then he put this part in all caps, so you know he means it. He says, you better believe it. And who am I to argue? Houston took care of it tonight. They evened the series. They're headed back to California. They got to win. They got to win 2 more before Golden State does. We'll see what happens. Brian, I wish you luck, brother. I know you believe it. I hope you took my advice, and if you really did believe it, I hope you. If you didn't already have a piece of Houston for the series, hope you got down on it before the game last night. You could have had Houston plus 330. So there you go. Stack left. He had the Marlins. Well done, sir. Well done on the fish. C-Dub had Milan to win. Borno had the Reds on the money line. Had the Mets and the Padres under 6.5. Pappy Longwood, one of my favorite names. Pappy Longwood, 69. So he'll never be on Jeopardy betting 69 in Final Jeopardy. If you guys hadn't heard that, you can no longer bet $69 because we're running a family show. He had the Bucks and also had a play. Had the Sharks late. Sharks got beat there in overtime against the Avs to force Game 7. And the Legion of Picks, he had his tennis plays. He had the Victoria Kuzmova on the money line. Miss Kuzmova took care of business. He had the he had Nicolas Baciavilli versus Francis Tiafoe over 2.5 sets. So basically, nobody won it in straight sets, and that was I believe it was a 2-1 victory for Tiafoe. And he also had the Astros. Hey, anyone I can pronounce the Astros on the run line, and the Orioles on the run line. No sweat on the Astros money line, brother. Not like they were going to win 5-4 or anything. And the Orioles on the run line as well. Good job. Terrence Fisher, he had the Mets and the San Diego Padres no score in the first inning. Hey, Terrence, you know what? I like that bet so much. I tailed it, dude. That was good looking out, and I jumped all over that, and we hit it. We hit ourselves a little first inning no score. Nicely done. Appreciate the tip. Super Cisco had the Bucks on the money line. He had the Rockets minus 1.5, and he had the Warriors in the first quarter. Well done, Super Cisco. If we weren't going to win our Rockets bet, I'm glad that you did, brother. Mikey B pushed on the Golden State game. He had the Golden State Warriors plus 4. Good tease there, brother, to get yourself a push. He had the Mets first 5 under 3.5. The legendary King. He said yesterday was a good day for him, and he got his money back that he lost. That's what it's all about, brother. You got to. It's the peaks and valleys. You got to survive the variance. But we try to win more than we lose. The golden number, 52.38%. We always try to be above that. All right, kids. That's all you get. 1 and 2 today. That's not going to cut it. 3-0 today. That's what I'm talking about. I absolutely guarantee it. 100% promise it. Money back guarantee. So for those of you that pay for the Deep-3, if I don't get all 3 of them right today, they're on me. All right? That's how I roll. You guys take care. Appreciate you watching. Good luck. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.